They are also waited for. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And next, do you have that subsidiary system of Lord Wellesley, Tilottama?
No, sir, I didn't have any idea, sir.
Okay. Before British, Indian native rulers. Indian native rulers means kings, nawabs. They had maintained their own military.
Yes, sir.
Okay, they are maintaining their own military. After that, when British entered into India, they banned on that military force on the native rulers army. From
Yes,
that
sir.
time onwards, that army band, which was called subsidiary system of Lord Wellesley. This system was called subsidiary system of Lord Wellesley. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Before British, our local kings maintained army, but when they entered into India, they banned that system. That system that is which was called the subsidiary system of Lord Wellesley. This introduced by
Sir, my
Lord
voice break out
Wellesley.
on this, sir.
1 minute. Okay. Now it is clear, Tilottama? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, please open that video. I have to take that photo, please. All the students, please. Open the video, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Hello. One minute, please. But only 2 persons open the video, please. Hello? Hello? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Shall we stop the video, sir?
Okay. 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 Okay, this is a very, very important point that a subsidiary system of Lord Wellesley, okay, who introduced that system and what is that title of the system. This kind of questions maybe will ask in your exams, okay. when that Cornwallis, Lord Wellesley introduced this system, whoever lost their jobs, especially they became jobless soldiers. They are joined with the agitators, revolters. And another one is newly recruited Indian soldiers. At that time, when British East India Company came to India, at that time they need soldiers. At the time they recruited soldiers. and but they didn't give respect to our soldiers if compare with European soldiers, especially payment and promotions. And another thing is they were insulted by British. Our soldiers, Indian soldiers, insulted by British in many ways. And another one is Britishers not only give respect to preachers, priests, and pundits, but also insulted them in many ways. That's why all our tribals and soldiers and priests, preachers, all are waiting for fighting for fight with British. And another major cause of rebellions was the foreign character. That before British, whoever came to India as a foreign ruler settled in India permanently, and money collected by them which was spent in India, they spent that whatever they collected money they spent in India. But East India Company people collected money from India, but they didn't spend on Indians. That money collected for England. This is important reason for revolt. And thus these exploited and the Indians in many ways, which caused the outbreak of a number of revolts. For example, you see here, this popular revolts in Bengal and Bihar. This next point, popular revolts in Bengal and Bihar. There were more than 40 major and hundreds of minor revolts were occurred in India during the period from 1763 to 1856. During the period, now you discuss here some of the major revolts which were occurred in Bengal and Bihar. First of all, this one, Sannyasi revolt. First one is, now we entered into main subject, main point, or the Sannyas revolt. What is the Sannyas revolt? Do you have any idea about sannyasis? Tilotama?
Means
Sannyasi. What is that meaning?
అంటే ఫ్యామిలీ లైఫ్ మీద విరక్తి కలిగిన వాళ్ళు సన్యాసం తీసుకుంటారు.
Saints.
Yes, sir.
Saints. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Saints also revolted against British. Why they revolted against British? Do you have any idea?
No, sir.
Okay. Basically, they visit various holy places for us worship God. You know about that? Saints. What is their duty? Saints' duty?
Meditating.
Yes. Okay. I will say. Okay. The Sannyasi revolt was occurred in Bihar and Bengal from 1763 to 1800. Which was started, this revolt started in 1763 and ended in 1800. About this revolt, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Do you have any idea about that Bankim Chandra Chatterjee? Any student will say that question, please.
Vande Mataram.
Answer. Madam?
Vande Mataram song, sir.
Yes, sir. He wrote that novel Anand Math.
Yes, sir.
one novel he wrote. In that novel, he mentioned about this sannyasi revolt. That's why now we are discussing about sannyas revolt. When the British imposed restrictions on visits to the holy places, sannyasis felt unhappy. Basically, they visit various places, holy places, for worship gods. And in the process of establishing East India Company power, they introduced various policies. But basically, these East India Company restricted put some restrictions on sannyasis. That's why they revolted against British. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and at the time in 1772, the company appointed Captain Thomas to suppress the sannyas revolt. When that sannyasis started revolt, immediately that company appointed one person. His name is Thomas, Captain Thomas, to suppress the sannyas revolt. But Thomas was killed by the sannyasis. Thomas was killed by the sannyasis. And again, that East India Company in 1773, Captain Edward, that East India Company appointed Captain Edward in 1773 to suppress the sannyas revolt. And this person was also defeated by sannyasis. But finally, Warren Hastings from East India Company stopped sannyasis revolts in 1800. This is one of the revolt which was occurred from Bihar and Bengal. Next one, Pagalpanthis revolt. Pagalpanthis revolt. This is a semi-religious sect whose members consisted mostly primitive tribes. They are the primitive tribes, and they are living in Hajans and Garos. These areas were located in the northern part of Maiman Singh district, which place now in Bangladesh. This place now located in Bangladesh. Their leaders, Karam Shah and his son Tipu. Under these leaders, they revolted against Jamindars and Britishers from 1825 to 1833. You know, the Pagalpanthis revolt. When was occurred this? This occurred 1825 to 1833. This revolt occurred from 1825 to 1833. Who is the leader of this revolt? Karam Shah and his son Tipu Sultan. Tipu, son Tipu. His name is Tipu. Under the leadership of Karam Shah and his son Tipu, these people, Pagalpanthis people, revolted against the British, especially against Demindars and the Britishers. This revolt occurred from 1825 to 1833. Next, the Parajis movement. This revolt was occurred from 1838 to 1857 up to Sepai Mutni. The Parajis were lived at Faridapur. They were mainly concentrated in Faridapur, which was located in eastern Bengal. Under the leadership of Haji Saritullah, they revolted against Jamindars which was occurred from 1838 to 1857. The forages movement was occurred under the leadership of, here also one leader here. This revolt was occurred from 1838 to 1857, up to Mutni, 1857 Sipais revolt. Next one is Wahhabi movement. The Wahhabi movement. The Wahhabi movement under the leadership of Syed Ahmad occurred these movements from 1830 to 1857. This also occurred. This first started in 1830. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When was started this movement, Wahhabi movement? 1830. It was started in 1830 and ended in 1857. What is the main cause of this Wahhabi movement? That Wahhabis mainly to oppose the British power in India. During the revolt of 1857, the Wahhabis played an important role to spread the anti-British sentiment in India. And next one is Chur and Ho risings. Chur and Ho risings, revolts. Chur, this revolt was occurred in, it was started in 1768 and ended 1800. Yeah, sorry, 1860. In 1860. They revolted against the increased land revenue that East India Company, they collected more revenue from this tribe. That's why against that they revolted against that, which was occurred from 1768 to 1860. Okay. Next one, the Cookies Revolt. Cookies Revolt. This was occurred in 1826, 1844, 1849 to 50. This was a wild tribe. These Cookies were a wild tribe. Wild tribe means forest tribe. They lived in the Lucy Hills, which the hills regions of Manipur and Tripura. They started revolt against British in 1826, 1844, 1849, and 1850. They targeted British territory. They occupied some place in Cookies area. That's why they revolted against that. And next one, Poli risings, Poli revolts. This was occurred, that Poli revolts occurred 1831 to 1832. Only 2 years occurred this revolt. This is also tribe. These are also tribes. They lived independently under their chiefs, Rajas, in Chota Nagpur area. Mainly, they are concentrated in Chota Nagpur area. Under the, they lived under the chiefs means Rajas and kings. When this area came under British control, British introduced new land revenue regulations. According to this, tax collection shifted from whole headmen to outsiders like Sikh and Muslim farmers. Here, once upon a time, before Britishers, the Koli tribe, that Koli tribe headman only collect tax. But when that East India Company introduced new policies. From that time onwards, that power shifted from their headman to outsiders like Sikhs and Muslim farmers. That's why they revolted against that. Understand? Tilotama,
Yes, sir.
understand that point?
Yes, sir.
Before before East India Company, that coals that headman only collect tax from that community. When Britishers entered into India and introduced various policies, from that time onwards, that power shifted from that community to another community, outsiders, like Sikh and Muslim farmers. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Due to this, they revolted against British. This revolt occurred in 2 years, from 1831 to 1832. Next, the Ahams revolt. The Ahams revolt, this is, the Ahams lived in Assam. They are mainly concentrated in Assam. During the time of Anglo-Burma War, the Britishers used their area for war. Before war, Britishers said, you will leave your area after war. But after war, they did not vacate Homs area. When the Britain, during the Anglo-Burma War, at the time that the East India Company occupied their land, the Ahams land, at that time they said it to them, when finish that war, we will vacate this place. But after that war, they did not vacate that place, their area. That's why they revolted against the British. Okay, and due to this arms under their king Gamdar Kanwar, a leader, this revolt leader, Gandhar Kanwar, under the leadership of the Gandhar Kanwar, they revolted against British, which was occurred in 1828, 1830, and 1833. Okay. Next, Kashi revolt. Kashi revolt. East India Company occupied the hill region. Who were lived in that area, those are called Kashis. When company occupied Kashis area, they started revolt against British. This revolt occurred from 1827 to 1833. And next one is Gadkari's revolt. Gadkari's revolt. This was occurred 1844 to 1845. This was occurred 1844 to 1845. Gadkaris were lived in Koltapur and Savantiwadi, which were located in the state of Maratha, Maharashtra. They are mainly concentrated in two places. One is Koltapur and Savantiwadi. These two places were located in Maharashtra or Maratha. Before East India Company, Gadkaris had rights in their areas. They had some rights that rights got from kings, local rulers. When British occupied that area, they lost their rights, and after that they revolted against the British new administrative reforms. This is also Gadkari revolt, which is called the Gadkari revolt. And the next one is revolt of Dayaram. Revolt of Dayaram, which was occurred from 1814 to 1817. Dayaram was one of the Talukadar of Aligarh district. Dayaram, he was a Talukadar. Talukadar means they collect tax only and maintain some military.
యాక్చువల్లీ గడ్కరీస్ రివోల్ట్ ఉంది కదా సార్, అది కొంచెం ఏదో స్టోరీ ఉన్నట్టుంది కదా సార్, అది కొంచెం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయరా సార్?
Hello.
ఎస్ సార్.
Tell me, Tilottama.
గడ్కరీస్ రివోల్ట్ లో సంథింగ్ ఏదో స్టోరీ మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నారు సార్, అది కొంచెం చెప్పరా సార్ ఒకసారి?
Okay, then next class I will explain that one. You didn't finish that already. Most of the people finished so many blocks, but you finished only one block only. Okay.
యాక్చువల్లీ రిమైనింగ్ క్లాసెస్ అసలు ఏం జరగట్లేదు సార్, మీరే సార్ చెప్తున్నది.
Okay.
మాకు యాక్చువల్లీ నాది ఎకనామీ పాలిటీ ఉంది సార్. ఎకనామిక్స్ అసలు క్లాసెస్ సౌండ్ రావట్లేదు, క్లాస్ వినలేకపోతున్నాం. పాలిటీలో ఇంకా ఫస్ట్ దే చెప్తా ఉన్నారు సార్, ఇది ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ చేయలేదు సార్ అసలు.
ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్
27 వరకు ఉన్నాయి సార్ క్లాసెస్.
మా జర్నలిజం క్లాస్ లో కూడా లేకుండా.
ఓన్లీ దిస్ క్లాస్ ఓన్లీ గోయింగ్ నా?
yes sir,
looks like that sir.
ప్రాపర్ గా జరుగుతోంది సార్, అంటే మిగతావేవి స్టార్ట్ కాలేదు సార్.
Did you get books?
yes sir, I get them sir.
Very good. When did you get?
లాస్ట్ సండే ఓన్లీ సార్. సాటర్డే తీసారు, సండే మార్నింగ్ వచ్చేసాయి సార్.
Where did you get?
ఫ్రమ్ యూనివర్సిటీ సార్.
Which here only from Hyderabad
sir. హైదరాబాద్ యూనివర్సిటీ ఓన్లీ సార్.
ఓకే.
చాలా స్ట్రగుల్ అయింది సార్, వాళ్ళైతే ఒక 1 hour 2 hours తినేసారు సార్. అసలు టైం అయితే అంత ఈజీగా అయితే ఇవ్వలేదు సార్.
ఓకే.
సార్
Okay. In next class I will explain Tilottama that Gadkari. Only you are asking Gadkari. Okay.
Yes sir.
Okay, I will explain that one. And okay.
Yes
you
sir.
Don't have time, that's why I am saying.
Okay sir.
Okay, this what we are saying, the Dayaram, revolt of Dayaram. Who is that Dayaram? He is a Talukadar of Aligarh district. He had maintained more military force. He had 80,000 military force. He was living in fort only. He was concentrated in fort and maintained military policeman. Many villages in this area were under his control. They got famous name from people only. Suddenly the company enhanced tax. After that, due to this, Jamindars and Jagirdars, landlords and rights were not paying land tax regularly. When the Britishers suddenly enhanced that tax, from that time onwards, that Jamindars and Jagirdars, landlords, rights were not paying land, were not paying tax regularly. When they did not pay, from the time onwards, that company were sold their lands. Whoever did not pay that money, that people land only, that company sold it others, especially Europeans. Because of this Dayaram, with the help of Jamindars and landlords and rights, revolted from 1814 to 1817 against British. Understand, Tilottama? Tilottama, do you understand this point? Revolt of Dayaram?
Yes sir.
He was a Talukadar
of Aligarh district.
Yes, Aligarh district. He maintained a very good military man, no, horse.
Yes,
And
sir.
he was living in fort, and he gave help to the jamindars and landlords rights, and he revolted against the British with the help of jamindars and landlords against the British policies. Okay, next one is Paikas revolt. Paikas revolt in Orissa. These people are military people. They gave military service to Rajas of Orissa. They are concentrating, they are living in Orissa. Basically, they were doing military job in Orissa under the Rajas. They are giving support to Rajas. Before British, they had rights which were got from Raj. But when company occupied Orissa, they lost their rights, and after that they started revolt against British. They revolted with the help of others, whoever lost their power against company rule from 1870 to 1818. This Paikas revolt, when it was happened, it was started in 1817 and ended 1818. Why it was happened before East India Company, that Paikas had some rights. Those rights were got from local kings, Rajas. When the British introduced various administrative policies, from the time onwards, that Britishers put some restrictions on these Paikas. That's why, due to this, they revolted against they lost their rights. That's why they revolted against the British. Okay, and what is the nature of this nature and importance of this revolt? You discuss the final point in this unit. East India Company basically they are showing exploitative nature. They had exploitative nature. They collected money from India, and that money spent on did not spend on Indians, but money for they spent only for their people, for their England country. That's why more policies which was introduced by East India Company, these causes for these revolts. So finally, all the sections of the people, not only tribals, but also all the common people also. When all the sections of the people recognized the true nature of the British rule. After that, they became united for later struggles, and they started later struggle in freedom movement. Okay, this is the unit 4. And you have any doubts from this one, please ask. Okay. Tilotama?
Sir, traditional paternalism అంటే ఏంటి సార్?
Traditional
Paternalism.
Where you got that one?
Causes of revolts లో economic causes లో ఉంది సార్.
I didn't find that one.
Sir, 4.2 sir, causes for revolts లో page number 39 sir.
Okay, traditional paternalism,
yes sir.
Okay, next I will say. I didn't find that one. Next class I will say. Okay, next.
Okay sir.
Next one is unit 4 completed. Okay, what is the time?
12:18 sir.
Okay. Next, we will discuss another chapter.
Yes sir.
Unit. And next unit, tribal and popular uprisings. in Western, in Central and South India. In Western and Central and South India. Now, before you discussed about that Bihar and Bengal, whoever tribes and popularizations happened in Bihar and Bengal, those only we discussed before. Now you discuss the tribal and popular uprisings in Western, Central and South India. Okay. What are the causes for these revolts? British exploitative and land revenue policies. First one is British exploitative and land revenue policies. First one. And next one, expansion of agriculture and plantation activities on forested land by outsiders, especially non-tribal population in areas inhabited by the tribal population. Already I told once last in first unit, I told that that East India Company encouraged that plantation activities. At
Yes,
that
sir.
time, they
Good, sir.
Tilottama? Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. My voice break out.
Now it is clear?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Hello? You only saying answers, remaining persons, what about the remaining persons? I don't know. What's
We
your
don't
name?
have the answer, sir. Not as much.
Hello, sir. Tell me, what is your name?
My name is Anurag, sir.
Anurag. Next one, please. Hello? Next person, please. Okay. When that East India Company entered into India, they expand agriculture, and they introduced various activities for the development of the plantation crops. And due to this, most of the people entered into forest area, non-tribal people. This is not this when non-tribal people entered into forest area, that forest people felt very unhappy. This is one of the reason for this reverse. And at that time, that East India Company should need wood for the larger construction of projects, like the expansion of the railways. That's why that East India Company introduced various forest policies for wood. Now, what is the use of the wood at that time, Tilottama? Wood.
Sir?
Wood.
Sir, I can't hear you, sir.
That they mainly concentrate that railways to spread the
Yes, sir.
railways
Yes,
from
sir.
one place to another place for their trading purpose. At
Yes,
the
sir.
time, they need
Good,
wood
sir.
from
Yes,
forest.
sir. Yes, sir.
That's why they introduced more acts on forest people. Due to this, they introduced various forest acts and put more restrictions on tribals. This is also one of the reason. Before East India Company, tribals depend on forest, on each and everything. They like forest very much. When that East India Company introduced that policies, they lost their livelihood. When the East India Company introduced the forest acts, from that time onwards, all the tribal people lost their livelihood. And when introduced forest acts, new outside people entered into the tribal areas. They are middlemen. They are like middlemen, policemen, and other petty officials. Tribal people were exploited by these people. These outside people, namely middlemen, policemen, petty officials, and these people exploited by the tribals exploited by these people. Due to these reasons, tribal people revolted against the British in India. First of all, in this chapter, first revolt, the bill risings, bills revolts. The bills are an aboriginal tribe.
The spelling?
Aboriginal tribe. Hello?
Sir, the spelling of this tribe?
Bills, BHILS, Bill revolt. BHIL, Bill revolt. You didn't get textbooks, na?
No, sir.
Why?
I tried going to the university. It was a little late. I'll go Monday, sir.
Okay, you get immediately. How many days are there for exam? Only 1 month you have, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, around 1 month.
Maybe you complete that syllabus within 1 month. That's why you collect that books, okay?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Bills. The Bills are an aboriginal tribe. They revolted in Khandesh. They revolted in, they lived, mainly they lived in Khandesh, which was located in the Western Ghats. They revolted against company policies, which were occurred from 1817 to 19. And also, again, they revolted in 1825, 1831, and 1946. They carried their revolts under the leadership of Seram. These bills carried their revolt under the leadership of Seram. They are lived in Khandesh. And next one, Koli revolt. The Kolis lived in Gujarat, which is located in Western Ghats. They revolted against company exploitative policies. This revolt was occurred in 1825, 1828, 1839, and again which was occurred from 1844, 1846. Kuchi Rebellion. Next one, Kuchi Rebellion. Which was started in 1819 and ended in 1832. This Kuchi revolt was occurred under the leadership of Rao Baharmal II. This revolt was happened under the leadership of Rao Baharmal II. This revolt occurred from 1819 to 1832. 1819 to 1832. Next one, Wagera revolt, which was this is also started in 1818 and ended in 1820. This Wagera revolt happened in Baroda against British company policies. Next one, Gujara revolt. This Gujara revolt was happened in 1824 near Shahrampur, Maharashtra. This revolt was happened under the leadership of Bijot Singh. Under the leadership of Bijot Singh. Next one, Surat salt agitation. Surat salt agitation. The Surat salt agitation was happened in Surat. East India Company raised its salt tax from 50 paisa to 1 rupee. When this was happened, people revolted against that, which was, this revolt was occurred from 1844 to 1848. And next one, Romasis rising revolt, Romasis revolt, which is occurred in 1822, 1825, 1826, 1829. During the rule of Maharashtra, Romasis served as policeman. During the rule of Maharashtra, Romasis served as policeman. They revolted under the leadership of Chittur Singh. Who is the leader? Chittur Singh. Where was what happened? This one happened in Maharashtra, which was occurred against the heavy tax in Satara district in 1822. This was occurred in 1825, 1826, and 1829. Next, Coats revolts. Next, Coats revolt, which was the Coats as a wild tribe. They were mainly concentrated in Orissa. They practiced infanticide and
సార్ కిత్తూర్
human
రైజింగ్స్ అని
sacrifice.
ఒకటి ఉంది, ఇంకా
Hello?
రెండు ఉన్నాయి సార్.
Which one?
సార్,
Which one?
revolts due to annexation or deposition of rulers, కిత్తూర్ రైజింగ్స్ అనే ఉంది సార్.
I missed that one. Okay. Next class I will explain. Okay. Okay. Tilottama, in next class I will explain that one. I missed that one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one, Coats revolt. This is also one kind of tribe, the Coats. They are mainly concentrated in Orissa. They also depend on forest for their livelihood. They practiced infanticide and human sacrifices. This is their traditional system, which was called Maria. What is that meaning, Maria? Infanticide.
Infanticide and human sacrifices.
Yes. The British banned the Maria system and implemented heavy taxes on their lands, and also introduced new persons in their areas, namely Jamindars, middlemen, policemen, other officers. Due to these reasons, Coats revolted under the leadership of Chakra Bisya. Due to these reasons, Coats revolted under the leadership of Chakra Bisya. This revolt was occurred from 1846 to 48 and 1855. Basically, this Coats practiced this infanticide, that is traditional system, human sacrifices. When that Britishers, East India Company banned that, immediately they revolted against this system. Okay, and next one, Santals revolt. The Santals were a peace-loving people. They are practicing agriculture. Agriculture was their main occupation. Britishers introduced restrictions on their agricultural land. When Britishers introduced restrictions on their agricultural land, they faced so many problems because of those Britishers' new policies. These people were exploited by British and money lenders. Due to this, they revolted under the leadership of Sidhu and Kanhu from 1858 to 1957. From 1858 to 1856. This revolt had occurred from 1858 to 1856. Next, revolt in South India. Revolts, so many revolts happened. Now you discuss during the British rule, there were happened many revolts in South India. Now you discuss here some of the important revolts. First one is revolt of Raja of Vizianagaram. This revolt was occurred under the leadership of Vizianagaram Raja Vijayaram Raj II. Now you discussing about that South Indian revolts. From this, first one is revolt of the Raja of Vizianagaram. This revolt was occurred under the leadership of Vizianagaram Raj II. He carried this revolt with the help of people against the British exploited policies, but finally lost his life in a battle in 1794. Next one, Polygar's revolts. Do you have any idea about Polygar's revolt? That Chiranjeev also played that Polygar's. Hello, Tilottama.
Sir, yes, sir. Actually, Diwan Velu Thampi's revolt అని ఒకటి ఉంది, sir.
Which one?
Diwan Velu Thampi's revolt, 1809.
That point also missing.
అండ్ అదే కాకుండా ఇంకా రివోల్ట్ ఆఫ్ కేరళ వర్మ ఫస్ట్ రివోల్ట్ సెకండ్ రివోల్ట్ అని ఉంది, సార్.
Velu Tempest revolt.
Yes, sir.
It is coming. Velu Tempest revolt was coming. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let Polygar's revolt. The Dindigul and Malabar Polygars were started a revolt against the British revenue system. In addition to ceded districts and North Arcot Polygars were revolted against the British policies. They were carried revolts from 1801 to 1805. From these revolts, Narasimha Reddy Polygar revolt was occupied an important place in history of Madras Presidency. He was carried revolt in Kurnool district from 1846 to 1847, which was occurred in Madras Presidency up to 1856. Next, revolts in South India. Okay, already discussed that one. Next one, Diwan Velu Tempest revolt. Velu Tempi worked as a Diwan of Travancore state. Diwan means finance minister, like that. Diwan Velu Tempest revolt. That Velu Tempi worked as a Diwan of Travancore state. He introduced many welfare reforms for the development of the people. He introduced many welfare reforms for the development of the people. Due to this, he got good name among the people and also king. But Diwan and his popularity among the people did not like by the British. So Britishers imposed various policies on that state. Due to this, Velu Tempi revolted with the support of the Nair battalion, but finally Velu Tempi was shot dead and hanged in the public place of Travancore. Next one, revolt of Kerala Varma. Revolt of Kerala Varma. Who is Kerala Varma? Before you discuss about this revolt, you should know about the Srirangapatnam Treaty. This is a very, very important point. Maybe it will come in exam also. Srirangapatnam Treaty. This treaty was happened in 1792. The Treaty of Srirangapatnam signed in 1792. Both British East India Company, Lord Cornwallis, and Tipu Sultan, the ruler of the Mysore. Under this treaty, Malabar came under the control of the English. Under this treaty, Malabar came under the control of the British. But local ruler, that's named Kerala Varma, Kottayam king, was a Kottayam king. His name is Kerala Varma. Did not recognize this treaty. He did not recognize this treaty. Because of this, East India Company was given land revenue collection to Kurumba Rand king instead of its own area king Kerala Varma. Basically, when he Kerala Varma refused their power in that state, immediately that power, that land collection power given to another king. That's why that Kerala Varma revolted. Due to this, Kerala Varma revolted with the help of local people and finally got victory. But finally he had gotten previous rights also from company. This revolt was occurred from 1793 to 1797, which was called the first revolt. This is first revolt. But next one, second, from this one, first revolt, this one, and next one, second revolt. Each was, this second revolt was occurred from 1800 to 1805. But this agreement between Kottayam king, Kerala Varma and company did not continue for a long period. At that time, they put on agreement that happened. That agreement happened between Kottayam king, Kerala Varma and East India Company. But that agreement did not continue for a long period. That failed. That agreement failed. Due to this, Kerala Varma started revolt again with the help of people. This was occurred from 1800 to 1805. Finally, Varma died in the battlefield along with his brave supporters. Okay. This unit also finished. Next, from this block, only unit 6 only remaining. You have unit 6. That remaining chapter, unit 6, Naga and Mizo uprisings. In next class, we will discuss about that one. And now, please, all the whoever attended, joined this meeting, please open this video, please. Once again, I will take that one.
క్లాస్ తీసుకుంటారా లేక అంజయ్ సార్ క్లాస్ తీసుకుంటారా సార్?
Which one?
రేపు క్లాస్ మీరు తీసుకుంటారా లేక అంజయ్ సార్ తీసుకుంటారా సార్?
నేనే తీసుకుంటాను.
ఓకే సార్. అంటే లాస్ట్ వీక్ సార్ తీసుకున్నారు సార్, అందుకని సార్.
ఏ క్లాస్ చెప్పారు మీకు సార్?
హిస్టరీ ఆఫ్ మోడర్న్ వరల్డ్ సార్.
అంటే ఆ సబ్జెక్ట్ కూడా ఉందా మీకు?
అంటే హిస్టరీ తీసుకున్న వాళ్ళకి రెండు కదా సార్, ఒకటి ఎలెక్టివ్ ఇంకొకటి కోర్ కింద రెండు ఉన్నాయి కదా సార్.
ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఈ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఎలెక్టివ్ కదా మీకు?
ఎస్ సార్, హిస్టరీ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ మూవ్మెంట్స్ ఇన్ ఇండియా ఇదే సార్.
ఇది ఎలెక్టివ్. అది వరల్డ్ హిస్టరీ
అది ఆప్షనల్ సార్.
అంత మొత్తం అయిపోయింది అది సిలబస్ మొత్తం?
అది లాస్ట్ ఇంకొక 2 చాప్టర్స్ అలా ఉన్నట్టున్నాయి సార్.
ఓకే.
అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ సార్కి ఇచ్చిన టైం అయితే అయిపోయింది సార్. మీదే సార్ మామూలుగా రన్ అవుతుండేది.
నాకు
అందుకని
లాస్ట్ టైమ్ I was not feeling well. That's why I didn't join that class.
ఎస్ సార్. రేపు ఉంటుంది కదా సార్?
రేపు ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే సార్.
You will finish this unit 6 and you will enter into peasant movements.
Yes sir.
Next time peasant movements also are there na?
Yes sir.
Okay. Once you please all the open that videos please. Once again take 7 members are attended here. All the 7 members open the video please. Hello. You will meet tomorrow. Lotama.
Yes, sir. Listen.
Which one? Vinod Kumar.
Sir,
what is your name? Vinod Kumar.
Yes, sir. My Vinod.
Okay, you will meet tomorrow. Okay.
Yes sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you sir.
Thank you.